It's all working? Yes, great. This is Julie Roberts, who is, you might have noticed, one of the organisers. And what I was asking, because it's a rather unusual title of the presentation we're about to get. And when I was asking her about it, she said, well, you probably should say that there are some pictures of the deceased on here. A moment later, she said, it's not like Colonel Gaddafi or anything.
Oh.
So I should introduce Julie. She's an American expat who traded sunny Orlando, Florida for the delights of Barnsley about 10 years ago.
Say no more.
Why? She says that it was the best decision of her life. That's okay then. Since having two children, Julie's made the leap from marketing into media. She now works part-time as a professional voiceover artist and producer for the community IPTV channel S36.TV. Was that a pitch? No. Ladies and gentlemen, with finding out about funeral photography, yeah really, it is Julie Roberts.
Yay. Right, so that's me. I've been introduced. Yes, basically I did a documentary on funeral photography, and a lot of interesting things happened over the course of producing that documentary, and it was 40 minutes long at the end of it. Oh, here we go. There's my mum and dad. They met over a dead body. My dad was a funeral director in Balmer, and my mum was doing hair on dead people, so I saw dead bodies before the age of 6 because we lived in an apartment over the funeral home. So saw baby coffins, the whole lot. And my parents died, both of them, when I was quite young, in my early 20s, and this was a picture of my dad's memorial service. I felt really nervous taking these photos, and this is why I did the documentary, because I felt like I shouldn't be taking those, you know, and I felt like it was quite taboo, and I did it when no one was in the room. And then, years down the line, I met Ninka Weirda, my friend who's done a dissertation called Gone But Not Forgotten, and it's about post-mortem photography from 1839 to present, was part of her commercial photography degree. So she's really passionate and knowledgeable about the subject. There she is, Ninka. That's at the very recent Sheffield Pecha Kucha. That's a classic Ninka face there. She's really entertaining. I interview her a lot in my documentary on S36 TV. You should watch.
No pictures.
No pictures.
Okay. She's funny though. She's Dutch. That's why her name's a little bit unusual. And funeral photography is far more common in the Netherlands. And they have lots of lovely websites, people proud to put out their stall as funeral photographers. This is a lovely woodland funeral scene. You note how far back the camera is. Ninka's father-in-law died, and being a professional photographer, she took loads of photos throughout the process. And this is at his next few slides are his funeral. And I wish I had photos like this with actual people in and things that really tell a story, and you know, you could feel the emotion. I feel a bit weird about how English people come to the crematorium. So to me, that's a bit weird. But I think you might not initially realize that as a crematorium when you first look at it. It's just a lovely scene. And I wonder how well anybody remembers their last funeral that they went to. Really, grief does interfere with the recall process. Obviously, this is in the hearse. So it's not like wedding photography where it's really intrusive and you're capturing every gesture and every glance and you're posing for shots. You know, you would never get in someone's face when they were grieving. And through Twitter. Following Ninka, I found out about Debbie Howard from Big Buddha Films in Sheffield. She's done a dramatic film called Peekaboo that touches on stillbirth, which happens to 17 families in the UK every day. And then through following Debbie, I found Mel Scott, who lost her son, Finley John Scott. This is her website. She sets herself out as a specialist baby loss counselor, and she she does loads of stuff. She's written a book. She does training, and she is a hope coach for the parents. I mean, as a mum of two, I can't even imagine what a terrible loss that is. So Mel has set up a charity called Toward Tomorrow Together, and she also runs workshops with the NHS because they do offer stillbirth photography on the NHS, and indeed at Barnsley Hospital. They come from Sheffield. This is a picture that Mel took of her son Finlay. It's very important, she says, to use props like fluffy blankets and knitted cardies and toys, you know, to really give that proper baby feel. I mean, these parents have a very short time with this infant. Finlay died at 41 weeks. Just can't say much about that. The blankets are great because it encourages the parents to cuddle the babies. And through Mel, I got some more help on my documentary from singer-songwriter Amy Robbins Wilson, who's written a whole CD of lullabies for parents who've lost a child. So if this happens to anybody that you know, this would be a concrete thing you could do to give them and help. There's a lot of information on the SANS website. It's a stillbirth and neonatal death charity. As I said, 17 babies are still born in the UK every day, and a lot of them are thought to be preventable. Mel knows all the stats. We had some problems with my slides. Anyway, so Towards Tomorrow Together produces something called butterfly boxes, which are kits that can be left in the bereavement suite, provided to parents with all the props and including a disposable camera. Parents can use them as they wish. These are some of the things that come in the butterfly boxes, and I'm trying to raise money. I put out a press release that's gone out today. The media hasn't been banging my door down though, so please do get the word out. I'll be tweeting about it, trying to raise money to buy 17 boxes for Barnsley Hospital. And I've got a little collection tin there. I think there's been some problems with the link that I've got for online. And I've got some leaflets there that talks about Mel's work as well. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for listening. And yeah, it's okay to take pictures at funerals if you want to.
Pretty amazing, wasn't it, actually? And certainly not what I expected it to be, which was wedding photography. But